Hi, this is Mrs. Kalinicki, and you're watching the Lesson 3 mini review. What? Alright, so reviewing today's lesson, let's do some quick solving of equations. Again, drawing your line down the equal sign will help you separate the two sides of the equation and help you determine what number you should get rid of in order to isolate your variable. Remember again, variable is talking about the letter. So in order to get this variable all by itself, I have to get rid of this 5, this positive 5. To get rid of it, I have to do subtracting by 5. So that way, when I combine a positive 5 and a negative 5, they will cross out. X equals 10 minus 5, which is 5. Again, you can print this worksheet out and do it with me, or you can do it by yourself and then check your answers. Okay, this one. I have a negative 2 in my way of the variable. In order to get rid of it, I'm going to add 2 to both sides of the equation. Again, you're doing it on both sides of the equation to keep the equation balanced. These guys will cancel out, and I'm left with y equals 18. Next one. Again, separating my two sides of the equal sign. This minus 13 is in my way of my variable, so I have to add 13 on both sides. If you line up your integers better, you'll be able to add better. 5 plus 3 is 8, and 6 plus 1, that's 7. N is 78. Okay, variables on this side, but that's okay. If you draw your line, you'll notice that the 3 is next to the variable that I need to get rid of. So instead of plus 3, I'm going to minus 3 on both sides. The 3's will cross out, and I'm left with P equals 15. Alright, 2 left. Again, drawing my line down. A negative 23 is in my way of the t, so I have to add 23 on both sides. These 23's will cross out, and I'm left with t equals, lower down a little, there we go. T equals 57. And the last one. Again, drawing my line down to show that the 14 is going to be in my way of my variable. Adding 14, I have to undo that by subtracting 14. Z equals 21 minus 14 is 7. Okay, good quick summary. Let's do our final exit ticket for today. Exit ticket is just a review of today's lesson. Notice the numbers are a little more challenging, but you're going to do the same kind of math that we were doing before, except this time it's with decimals. In order to isolate my variable, the p, I have to get rid of a minus 3.5, or 3 and 5/10. In order to do that, I have to add 3 and 5/10 on both sides. Again, writing carefully with your decimals is going to be super important when you're going to do some adding or subtracting. This is different sign subtract. So on the side, I'm going to have to do 3 and 5/10, my larger number, and 1 and 3/10, my smaller number. When I subtract them, I get 2 and 2/10. My final answer will be positive because 3 and 5/10 is the larger value. So P is positive 2 and 2/10. On to the other one. Again, to isolate my M, I want to get rid of this negative 4.2, or 4 and 2/10. To do that, I'm going to have to add 4 and 2/10 on both sides. Now, some of you are going to say, but Miss Kalinicki, you're already adding right here. That's true, but if I write minus 4 and 2/10 on this side, these guys actually won't cross out. So be very careful. And make sure that even though you're writing the number underneath, make sure it's actually going to cancel out when you do the math. A negative 4.2 and a positive 4.2, those are additive inverses and they will cancel out. Luckily, these guys are same signs add, which makes the adding a lot easier. 8 here and 12 here. 12 and 8/10. Thanks for reviewing. Again, under 5 minutes of doing math every day. Just do a little extra review and you'll see your grades improve. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.